I thought I would do a little summer recap of what did our summer look like. And it ended officially 2 weeks ago when my husband returned back to work as a teacher this past week. And I'm not going to show pictures because they involve other kids in those pictures, and I don't want to have to black out every child for privacy reasons. So just take my word for this is what we did. And I will say our summer did not go as we planned for two reasons. One, it started out just on a sour note. If you didn't see, if you're new here, my husband is a teacher, and the day before school got out, he was informed he was let go because of low enrollment. And it wasn't anything he did wrong. The school was putting out feelers for him to sister locations and was happy to be a reference. It's just, I'm in Florida and the voucher system is negatively affecting enrollment. And, so for the first 2 weeks of summer, it was, we woke up on the first day of summer vacation going, okay, let's go find a job. And it set a tone, but fortunately, he got a bunch of job interviews. He even got some offers, but ultimately what was chef's kiss perfect was his school asked him back. They found a different class for him to teach because they did not want to let him go. They were extremely happy with him. And they were actively trying to find something for him. And they came through, and my husband accepted. And even though that was only 2 weeks at the start of vacation, it was kind of hard just to get out of that funk, that uneasiness. It just set a tone. So we had that. And then also, this was the first summer that my husband and I and kids didn't go out as a family unit over the summer. We are my mom's caregivers, but she could be left alone for an hour or two, or we would go out, come home, go back out, things like that. But since February, she has not been able to be left alone for safety reasons, and you can go travel back in videos to get her health updates. So it was kind of like a shared custody. 1 week, my husband took them places. The next week, I did. So that was different, as well as we had a lot of medical appointments this summer, the top of the summer for my daughter, all summer for my mom. And so the days where we didn't have planned outings, we thought we would be home to work on our house, to just do home renovations, organization, and we didn't. It was taken up by doctor appointments. So this summer did not just go as planned, and you just gotta roll with the punches. And I also didn't get to homeschool much over the summer because of those doctor appointments. And the amount of time I was spending on the phone calling doctors and insurance for referrals, all this stuff. It was just like that. I'm grateful for the summer. No doubt about it. It just didn't go as planned, and that's okay. So I have above me on my laptop a breakdown of what we did over the summer because I'm that type of person. And I did not keep track of how many hours I spent on the phone to doctors and insurances and pharmacies and specialists and referral companies. But put it this way, for every doctor visit, I was probably on the phone the whole day for 3 days before or after a visit. So we can do the math that way. But we went to the library for different events 29 times over the summer, and they would see their friends there or meet new people. Some were weekly recurring events, and some were one-time events. And they, at the library, they offer free summer lunch and free snacks for portions of the day. And so 11 times my kids got free lunch there, and they got free snack 13 times. And this is over 3 different branches of libraries. And they participated, my kids, in the summer reading programs for the library, for Barnes & Noble, and also for Pizza Hut's Book It, and they completed all of them and got their prizes and all that good stuff. And for me personally, I saw two different friends twice over the summer. And one of my friends works at one of the libraries we go to. So I was able to visit her for about like 20 minutes on a break for her 4 different times. So that was nice. And outside of library events, my kids saw their friends 2 times, but a majority of the time we just see friends at the library. We went to a huge garage sale at our local fairgrounds, so that was fun to do. We do that every year. And we are part of a puzzle group, and like a local puzzle group, and we went to their puzzle swap over the summer. My husband, he went to the movies and saw Hadestown, the musical that has been showing in the movies, in case you were not aware. It's a big thing. And then over the summer, we did our one-on-one days with our kids, where my husband takes like my son out for breakfast, and then I take him out for lunch, and we each do something with them. Like I went to Goodwill with my son. My husband took him to the mall, and they browsed the mall. And then on a different day, I took my daughter out to breakfast. My husband took her out to lunch. When I had my daughter, she wanted to go and shop and browse Target, and then when my husband took her, they went to Trader Joe's and Dollar Tree. It was their choice what they wanted to do. And then Regal Movie Theaters offers dollar movies over the summer, and last year we went almost every week. They had a really decent selection of movies, but this summer it wasn't great. It was a lot of repeats of last summer. And while we've already seen Dog Man, I took them to see Dog Man. And that was the fun stuff for the summer. That's not to say we didn't have fun at home. When they went in the backyard pool, we played games, played on Switch together as a family, things like that. But then the sun just changed. My daughter went to the doctor 3 times over the summer for her pediatric urology to just figure things out with her chronic UTIs, and she's been given a clean bill of health, and we just learned some things to do to help her. My mom went to the doctor in person 9 times, and that might not seem like a lot. It was like once a week, but it's a very big deal for her. So roughly for 9 times, I probably then spent 27 days out of the summer on the phone with doctors and places, and that's like a whole month worth of just phone calls. My kids went to the dentist over the summer for their 6-month cleaning, and we always try to make that a fun adventure because it's the dentist, and my son has problems with the dentist. And then for myself, I went to urgent care. I had an ear infection, because why not? I went to the dermatologist for my yearly skin checkup, and I went to the dentist for my 6-month cleaning. There were some medical things I didn't get to that I wanted to this summer that I'll be scheduling another time. And we wanted to meet with a financial advisor this summer, and it just didn't happen with the scheduling. But that was our summer. It went by quickly. We got a lot done. We did a lot. Just not the things we had planned. But I'm grateful we had the time. All right. Thought I'd share. I'll talk to you later. No, tell me, how was your summer? If it's still going on, how's it going? If it's done, how was it? Did you have fun? What did you do? Go on vacation? Work more? Summer camps? Let me know what you did. All right, I cut myself off. I'll talk to you later. Bye.